my good friend. But yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Burnsy. How are you doing, my guy?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm being real with you. I did not know it was my turn because I'm still watching the stream. It's very, very behind.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Lord.
It's just so it doesn't do what it did last time and just completely leg out. But you are, of course, our special guest on our first ever special guest episode of a Zenvo show. Which, in case you don't know and chat doesn't know, before we've had representatives for the respective role, meaning Metality, Mystic, and Soma, and basically me and my main man Burnsy here are going to be just going over basically everything we've discussed in the show so far. But to start off with, how's your day going?
Burnsy,
You know what?
Burnsy,
It's going good, man.
Burnsy.
It's going good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, what have you done today?
I've been waiting here, man. It's super duper shocking to see the call thing. I'm like, oh god, I didn't know it's my turn. I'm not ready.
Yeah, sorry I jumped it on like you. I should have warned you before, but yeah,
good.
that's
good.
that's my bad. Well, you're obviously on Limeade, and apart from Dragoon, you know, because they're untouchable at this point.
The best team.
We've just ignored them. They're too good. Our Limeade are
Exactly.
in many people's opinions and mine the best team right now. So I just wanted to ask, how does it feel to be like a star player on the best team in T2?
I'll be honest with you. It's a little terrifying. I'm gonna be real with you, because there's many people on that team that I definitely think are a lot better than me. Like in my opinion, I think of myself as a little bit of a weaker spot, because Fleming's got incredible players: Side, Twisted, Dizzy, Soma. I mean, I can name everyone off, but that'd just be too long. Of course, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like what I was talking to people about before. When every single player on your team is like top 3 in their respective category,
Exactly.
one tiny mistake can like just make you feel so much worse than everybody else. But inspirational words from yours truly. You do a very good job from what I've seen of your gameplay, and as a team in general, you lead the team, do a very good job. So yeah, good job for that.
Thank you,
Of course, though, you are a tank player.
That's correct.
Yeah, you were ranked number 1 on our tier list as well. So congrats on that.
Hey, thanks for me.
What were you?
I do think Mark should be number 1, but I'll take it, of course. I mean,
Yeah, not gonna turn it down. I just wanted to start. What were your
Burnsy,
thoughts on that?
stop doubting yourself. You're too hot to do that.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah, what were your? I'm guessing you saw the tank tier list, yeah. Yeah, what were your thoughts on it? Like from like what you can remember, what like kind of stood out to you like on that whole tier list there?
Honestly, if I'm being real with you, I think the tier list was mostly correct. I mean, you have your like your good players, you know, Meyer, me, you have Rube somewhere on there, Pyro. I mean, the tank tier list looked pretty good to me. I mean,
yeah. So nothing like
no arguments here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So if you wouldn't mind, would you? So on the party of Limeade, on the comms side, I think the inside of Limeade, if you will, who is like just so I know, definitely not for my personal preference. This is 100% for the stream. What is the kind of like I guess it's communication, but what's like the real like leadership and the management, the friendship behind the team? Are you kind of like all friends and like a family, or are you kind of just people who play Overwatch together at the same time?
Honestly, at least in my personal opinion, I like to think of ourselves as a family. I mean, we're all really chill with each other. We don't just play Overwatch together. We've played other games together and all that stuff. It's a very, very common experience. This is even my first time actually playing in an Overwatch league. And
really?
Kayla was the first person ever asked me for a tryout, so it's very, very cool. But I love everyone on there. They're good people. And on the comm side of things, I mean, we all call each other, obviously.
You have to challenge.
But a lot of times in scrims, we do just like fuck around on stuff and comms on shit. Like we sound like stupid as hell. It's always a good time though playing scrims. So always a fun time.
I don't
What
know
is that?
I don't know. I didn't know I had that on my stream. I have no clue what happened. I'm sorry. I don't.
No, you're good.
I don't know what that was. I thought I clicked. Okay. Okay. That was weird. That's really nice to hear actually, because I've always thought as if you look at the past BA seasons, or like teams this season, when you have teams who are like really friends and I guess you like you said families, I think it's like they're all like so much more they're just better than other teams because they have that connection with each other. Like they're not scared to call a target. They know what like each other likes to do. But a suggestion from chat from SG Frank Woods here was what do you think the other main tanks you have to challenge us? Like, obviously as a tank player yourself, what are the other kind of people you're not so afraid of, but think could give you kind of a run of your money, if you will?
I will say this: Super Trash Bros. I don't know their exact tank line, of course, because it's very hard for me to like remember players on stuff. But Super Trash Bros tank line is super duper strong. It's unbelievably strong. We've played against them several times, and we have not won a scrim yet.
Oh wow!
Even while playing super duper serious. So it's this upcoming game right now is a little spooky, but I think we can do our best to pull through though. Also, Martini and Pyro, great tank duo. They cover for each other pretty damn well. So those are the two tank lines I'm most scared about. So
especially with like Jay coming into that consideration with Pyrogue as well, with like arguably being potentially the best tank in T2. That could be a bit scary as well. Moving away from like main tanks though, what other teams are you guys kind of tempted, scared against, like you'd say?
I mean, as of right now, don't quote me on this. No, knock on wood. But Super Trash Bros is so far the only like super duper scary one.
Clip it.
But other teams that are kind of spooky is EHP, Event Horizon Pandorum. They're a super duper solid team, super duper good. So far in our two scrims, we've went 1-1 so far. So right now we're still, we still need that tiebreaker. And probably Daedalus. I mean, we've beat Daedalus several times, but I still think they're a really, really solid team. I mean, they got a great core going on over there. So
yeah.
100%.
I mean, if we go to kind of the other things that we talked about on the show so far, so DPS and support. One of the main things the subject that I've brought up already twice is we did talk about, like, based off the tier list so far, that Limeade has the best tank line, Pandorum has the best DPS line, and Daedalus has the best support line. Would you kind of agree with that, or would you have any kind of, bias or, whatever?
Without any bias, I do think that we do have a very, very strong tank line. He's not mentioned a lot, but Mio and Quag, both of them, they're you don't really see them too often, but they're super duper good players as well, not stuff. So if you want to factor them into, all four of us really cover for each other very, very well. For DPS, I do want to say it is a toss up between us and EHP. Not trying to be biased here, but I do like Limeade's DPS a little bit better. Side is just unbelievably cracked. So is Keed. But thing is, when you talk about EHP, Keed is like one of the main DPS that you think of. Side, you think of all the time when you think of Limeade. Twisted, you know him because he egos in team chat constantly or match chat. He's a chill dude, but egos. It's all right.
Yeah.
And Tree and Forgotten. Forgotten is never talked about, hence his name, Forgotten. But he is like a monk almost, because like Forgotten just like sits like a mountain way, way far over there, and like when we need him, he comes and he does. Oh, he does so much. He does so much for the team and all that stuff. But like I said, I don't even think we've even brought him in for a game yet. And then there's Tree, which Tree's a very, very solid like last pickup that we made and all that stuff. And I love me.
Shut up.
I love all four of them. And then for support, I mean, let's say I don't want to be biased, but this is my brother, man. I love that guy. Soma, Jaywa, and Gringo, they're super duper good people as well. Love them. Like, like overall, I think Lyman has like the strongest core, but once again, you could say that for EHP, you could say that for STB. I mean, like I said, it just really depends on what happens in the matches. Because I know we battle EHP at week 11, so it's like one of the last games.
Yeah.
And STB is obviously this week. So honestly, we'll see which one's the stronger core. I don't like picking favorites. I don't like picking myself, but right now I think we have the strongest core. But like I said, I do want to see how the matches go because I could be very, very wrong.
Cool. You did talk about kind of in Event Horizon Pandorum. You mentioned Keed solely, and he's kind of the star player for them. And as well in your own team, you talked about how you thought that overall you had the strongest core. You said, if you had to pick a single player from the entire league to be, I guess the MVP, so the best player in the league right now, who would you pick?
That's a toughie. That's a toughie. Because my first choice, very, very biased this side, but I do want to say Boop. Boop definitely is a star player for Dade. I mean, just great person. Like overall for DPS, I do want to say it's a toss-up between Side or Keed.
Yeah.
If you're talking about support, I think Boop or Dizzy definitely have a spot right there.
Yeah.
And then for tanks, I'll be real with you, Meyer. I mean, Meyer, dude is amazing. Like, he was like one of our last pickups, and dude just performs constantly. Super duper great player, and also one of the best combers on our team for sure.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to I knew. Well, that was weird. I knew coming into this, I was going to ask who you thought the MVP was, and I thought about it to myself, and I was thinking, it's so hard to kind of like exchange what a tank player does to a support player. Like, if you're on about how much it brings to the table, like how much they're important to the team, then it's most likely going to be the support. If you're on about who leads the team and who's like without the team would struggle, it'll be a tank player. But then if it's like you look at the stats and who like basically like the kill feed or whatever, it's going to be the DPS. So it's really hard to kind of like fuse them together. But one last question.
Exactly.
One last question, if you don't mind. What team are you calling out? If you had to call out any team on anything that the two teams have in common, what would you say?
Okay, hold my spark. Blackwatch. Oh, dude. Listen.
Fuck Blackwatch on the Zenvo channel. Fuck them.
No. Oh god. Listen. Blackwatch, I used to not mind. One of our good friends used to be on the team. I think with the T3 team.
Yeah.
But also another thing that they did wrong was they got rid of Rocco for Joker. I don't think that was the right play at all.
Yeah.
And also not to put more fuel to the fire. Blackwatch, I'm sorry for saying this, but they did blacklist us from scrimming them, so we can't scrim them anymore.
Oh.
But whatever. Obviously, no complete hate. They're definitely they're definitely a fun team to play against at least. But
fun.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it was fun to play against them.
Yeah.
It just sucks how everything went the way it did. And also another team I would say is Lords, but it's whatever.
Dragoon Pole or whatever, yeah.
Oh, Dragoon said, "Oh Lord, what a great team."
I think that's gonna be it for me and you. Thank you so much for coming on the show as a special guest. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Yeah, have a good day, bro.
Of course, you too. Stay safe out there, right, man?
And you, bro. Anyway, peeps, we're going to